many thousand people are watching today?
7,000.
It's
Turn
like
my hair back. This is serious.
Yeah, it's like this and the NBA games like right now. It's
Right.
Same level of streaming happening right now.
It's fact.
You got it. It's all about the NHL.
No,
No, it's not.
we're way ahead of the NHL.
The quintuple overtime game last night
Quintuple
was
overtime.
absurd.
As a Lightning fan, not fun. Not a
Fair.
fun experience.
You won.
Too long to get
Too
there.
much. Too long. Yes. Agreed, DQ.
Mike, are you taking quarantine, no haircuts very seriously?
I am.
All right, looks
Oh,
like
you're trimming
everybody's
the beard.
here. Looks good. Kathleen put in chat game code 600. Game code 600 for today's match. This is to take on me, Casamarzu, Esu Casamarzu, in the TPT finals for 2020. We have Infinite Huddle, who is undefeated still coming into this match, taking on C-Think Destroy, who had one loss in the regular season, but has now made their way into the semifinals. And so it all comes down to this: to get into the finals for the ultimate prize of no prize at all in the 2020 Trivial Pursuit Tournament.
That's not true, Dan. The champions get a black cap that says TPT 2020.
As I said, no prize at all. No, Kathleen, I kid because I love. So we're going to do what we've been doing, which is 4 Jeopardy rounds and then pub trivia. And then we will make our way to double Jeopardy and more pub trivia. Remember, you are only allowed to answer 2 clues per category. We actually had a 10-point infraction yesterday for the semifinals that actually swung the entire balance of the match. So there was 10 points negative. Then the other team got the 10 points, went ahead, and then just took off from there. Mr. Momentum changed addresses, as anyone who's ever seen Little Giants might remember. But nonetheless, we have plenty to get to here. Remember, no typing, no Googling, no looking things up, only neurons firing. That's all we're looking for here. And we'll have some fun. So I will remind you, if I mispronounce anything, I will do my best to spell it in case I completely murder along the way. All right, this board is from 2014. 2014. So we have been mainly 2018, 2017, switching things up ever so slightly here.
Should we do a test buzz?
We will, Petros.
Oh, okay.
We will.
I'm sorry. I'm just,
Well, just setting it up for the audience at home. We have 7,000 people watching. I wanted to make sure we got right into it. We'll now do a round of test buzz because Petros suggested it. Sam, Mike, David, Mo, Aaron, Merlish, Petros.
I missed the game code.
600. We will wait on Misha. I'll also mute my phone. Just so popular these days, guys. That's tough. Especially now that my oldest has her own Gmail account and IMs me relentlessly. It's a lot of fun. Thank you, Misha. All right. We begin where
was there a test buzz? Because I didn't see.
Yes, Misha just tested.
I didn't see it. Hang on.
Can you refresh?
I'm going to come back.
Thank you,
Okay,
Kathleen.
I'm back. There we go.
All right. We'll keep an eye on that. Obviously, if you feel like you dropped off, just give a shout in between questions and we can do a test buzz. We are going to begin where so many dreams have gone to die. Atlantic City. Atlantic City is the first category.
I don't see the buzzer.
Yeah, the buzzers. I'm not seeing the buzzer. I'm just seeing Misha.
Yeah.
Same here. Why doesn't everyone take a chance now to refresh, rejoin game 600? And we'll do one more round of, but this is typical for anyone watching live. You know, this happens. This is what we do. We're making sure there's integrity and transparency.
Yeah,
Mike,
now
test
I don't have names at the top.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we start a new game?
Yeah.
Why don't we start a new game? We're going to take a big deep breath. We're going to realize it's live TV. We're going to do it live, as one Bill O'Reilly once famously shouted at the camera. I assume everyone here has seen that clip at some point in their life. Okay.
Game 408.
408.
Let's try it again.
All right. Aaron, test buzz, please. Thank you. Merlito. So Little Merle is what we're going with the rest of this, okay? Misha, if you don't mind. Thank you. Petros. Sam. Mike. David. And Mo. All right. How are we feeling? Thumbs
Feeling
up?
good, yep.
Ready to go? All right. Atlantic City, we start with 1 point. All right. Trump Taj Mahal allowed side bets called, quote, fire bets that are placed before the new shooter first rolls in this game. Trump, Petros?
Craps.
Craps is correct for 1 point. Atlantic City for 2 points. Find gobstoppers or a golden ticket on the Bally slot machine named for this Roald Dahl. Misha? You muted
Willy
it. And
Wonka.
there you go. Yes,
Yeah.
Willy Wonka is correct for 2 points. Atlantic City for 3 points. It's fitting that this Atlantic City casino comped with its 24-karat club. It's fitting that this Atlantic City... Mike?
The Golden Nugget.
That is correct for 3 points. Atlantic City for 4 points. If you've got the juice, play slots in this casino's high-stakes Palm Cove section. If you... Mike?
The Tropicana.
That is correct for 4 points. You are now out of this category. 5 points. Atlantic City. Borgata's Poker Room has a jackpot for one of these alliterative outcomes, like when your 4 tens loses to 4 aces. Borgata's Poker Room has a jackpot for one of these alliterative outcomes, like, Sam?
Bad beat.
A bad beat pot. It is one of the most exciting things that can happen in a poker room when that happens, because everyone at the table splits the pot, as well as the person who had the bad beat. Keeping safe. Keeping safe is our next category. Keeping safe. 1960s New York Governor Nelson Rockefeller pushed for $100 million to build these 2-word post-apocalyptic items for the public. 1960s New York Governor Nelson Rockefeller pushed for $100 million to build these 2-word post-apocalyptic items for... Aaron?
Fallout shelters?
Fallout shelters or bomb shelters would have been accepted. Keeping safe for 2 points. The U.S. Fire Administration wants you to know that 3/4 of fire injuries occur in residencies, most of these in this room. Misha?
The kitchen.
The kitchen is correct. Keeping safe for 3 points. The NRA says before cleaning your gun, make totally sure that it is this. You'd be surprised. Misha?
Not loaded.
Unloaded, not loaded, emptied, all acceptable here. You've answered twice. You are now out. Keeping safe, 4 points. Known for its bulletproof vest capabilities, this DuPont product is also found in... Aaron?
Kevlar?
Kevlar is correct for 4 points. Keeping safe. Aaron, you're now out of this category. Keeping safe, 5 points. Even with mirrors adjusted right, another car can sneak into this. So some vehicles have... Petros?
Blind spot.
Blind spot is correct. We go on to NFL Thursday, the starting lineup. NFL Thursday, the starting lineup. And to begin, we have a surprise substitution. Surprise substitution. La, 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 la. We go to in the dictionary. In is in quotes. There's a clue from Alex. Each correct response will begin with the letters IN. Not surprising, but he gave the clue on the show, so I'm giving it to you here. For 1 point, it's any of various small mammals that feed mainly on bugs. It's any of various small... Aaron?
Insectivores.
Insectivores is correct. All right, we go on to NFL Thursday, the starting lineup. 2 points. His 5 years with the Cowboys included a Super Bowl title, and he was named all-decade at both cornerback and punt returner. His 5 years with the Cowboys included a Super Bowl title. Misha?
Deion Sanders.
Neon Dion is correct for 2 points. NFL Thursday, the starting lineup for 3 points. This Harvard graduate and Emmy winner was also named Best Studio Host of the Decade for 2001 to 2010. This Harvard graduate and Emmy winner was also named Best Studio Host of the Decade for 2001 to 2010. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He shares a name with the godfather of soul, James Brown. James Brown. NFL Thursday, the starting lineup for 4 points. He played for the Browns and Eagles before turning coach and winning a Super Bowl with the Steelers. He played for the Browns and Eagles before turning coach and winning a Super Bowl with the Steelers. 5, 4, 3, 2. Misha?
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin is incorrect. Pass it over to Infinite Huddle for a potential 8-point swing. We'll read it one more time. He played for the Browns and Eagles before turning coach and winning a Super Bowl with the Steelers.
I can't think of his name, but it's a longtime guy that the Giants are interested in.
Power.
Yeah, that's it.
Pass or play?
Sam's pretty confident here, so
Yeah,
we're gonna
it's
play
that.
this one. We're gonna go Bill Cower.
Bill Cower is correct for 4 points. NFL Thursday. I love that the Giants somehow factored into that. NFL Thursday, the starting lineup. It's all about context. All about context. All right. NFL Thursday for 5 points. He ended his career with Atlanta in 2013 as the NFL's all-time leader in catches by a tight end. Mike?
Tony Gonzalez.
That is correct for 5 points. Infinite Huddle takes the lead, 21-17. We now go to planets of the solar system. Planets of the solar system for 1 point. All right, 21-17 the score. Planets of the solar system, 1 point. There are now 8 planets, including this many, quote, inner ones whose orbits lie inside the asteroid belt. There are now 8 planets, including, Mike?
4.
4 is correct for 1 point. Planets of the solar system. It's the only planet not named for a Greek or Roman god. It's the only planet not named for a Greek or Roman god. Petros.
Earth.
Earth is correct for 2 points. Planets of the solar system. We always think outward. We got to think inward from time to time. Planets of the solar system for 3 points. It always rises or sets within 2 hours of its buddy, the sun, so it's never observable in full darkness. Petros?
Venus.
Venus is incorrect. That was the incorrect answer on the show as well. Planets of the solar system, 3 points. Potential steal here. It always rises or sets within 2 hours of its buddy, the sun, so it's never observable in full darkness.
I would have guessed Mercury, but
So would I.
I think
All
it's
right.
worth going for.
Pass
We're
or
gonna
play?
go for it. We're gonna try Mercury.
Mercury is the correct answer for 3 points. Planets of the solar system for 4 points. The second largest, it's also the least dense and would float. Mike?
Saturn.
Saturn is correct. I believe you are now out of this category. Planets of the solar system, 5 points. John Herschel, son of William, contributed to discovery of this planet decades after his father's death. John Herschel, son of William, contributed to the discovery of this planet decades after his father's death. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is Neptune. Neptune is the answer. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 categories down. All right, we go on to pub trivia. Score is 29-16. Remember, these are each worth 3 points. 3 points. And again, first 5, you can only answer 2. Second 5, you can only answer 2. All right. Let's start here. Colorado is nicknamed the Centennial State because it joined the Union in what year? Aaron.
1876.
That is correct for 3 points. For 3 points, Colorado's Tour de Cure, which raises money for diabetes research, features what type of athletic event? Aaron.
Cycling, biking.
That is correct. Cycling, biking, racing on a bike would have all been accepted. 3 more to go. Claiming it's her lucky number, what singer has written 13 on the back of her hand before shows? Mike.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is correct for 3 points. Circus peanuts, a classic marshmallow candy, are traditionally what color? Misha?
Yellowish orange.
That is correct. Well done. All right. Last one in this first set. The war memorial for what branch of the U.S. military depicts soldiers raising a flag at Iwo Jima? The war memorial for what branch of the U.S. military depicts soldiers raising a flag at Iwo Jima? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aaron, you look like you knew the answer to this, but we're already out of the category.
The Marines.
The Marines. That is correct. All right, let's continue on. 5 more to go. The word for handcuffs is the same as the word for wives in what language? The words for handcuffs is the same as the word for wives in what language? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's many dialects of Spanish. Many dialects of Spanish. The word aide, A-I-D-E, used generally to refer to an assistant, is short for what longer French expression? Aaron?
Aide de camp.
That is correct for 3 points. All right, continuing on here. The word draconian comes from the name of a Greek statesman who is best known for doing what? Misha.
Giving overly harsh punishments.
Overly harsh punishments is acceptable. Passing strict laws, also acceptable. Both provided here. The word fleabag is commonly used to describe a seedy or rundown what? Misha.
Motel.
Hotel, motel, holiday inn. All would have been acceptable for this answer. All right, 2 more to go. Let's scroll on. Theodore Roosevelt National Park is located on the former site of the president's Elkhorn Ranch in what U.S. state? Theodore Roosevelt National Park is located on the former site of the president's Elkhorn Ranch in what U.S. state? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. North Dakota. North Dakota was the answer. Final one for this set. Thiamine, riboflavin, and niacin are 3 vitamins in a group commonly known as what? Mike.
B vitamins.
I need a little bit more.
B complex vitamins.
That is correct. Thank you. Well done to pull that out at the final moment. Let's go back to Jeopardy. Your eyes told the story there, Mike. We continue on to Double Jeopardy. It is 35 to 34. 2 things there. Close match is fantastic. Also can't end in a tie. That is fantastic. Well, that's true. They're all even numbers from here. So we're good to go. All right. We go on to round number 2 in Jeopardy. Atlantic Cities. Atlantic Cities starts this off for 2 points. This city had Brazil's first sambadrome, home to dancers strutting their stuff during each year's carnival. Aaron?
Rio de Janeiro.
That is correct. I just like saying sambadrome. Atlantic Cities for 4 points. A statue of Leif Erikson, a gift from the U.S., stands in front of Hallgrímskirkja Church in this capital. No way I said that correctly. A statue of Leif Erikson, a gift from the U.S., stands in front of Hallgrímskirkja Church in this capital. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reykjavik. Reykjavik is the capital. All right. Atlantic City's 6 points. This South African city is often called the Mother City because it was the first place in the nation settled by Europeans. This South African city is often called the Mother City because it was the first place in the nation settled by Europeans. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Misha, do you have a guess? You were afraid to buzz in?
Johannesburg is what was my guess.
Cape Town was the correct answer.
It was
Cape
between
Town.
those two. I was hoping somebody was going to guess one and be wrong. So.
Playing the probabilities. I like it. Atlantic Cities. Atlantic Cities. Colorful shops line Front Street in Hamilton, capital of this British territory off the east coast of the United States. Colorful shops line Front Street in Hamilton, capital of this British territory off the east coast of the United States. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bermuda. Bermuda. It seems everyone's lost their buzzer fingers. Getting a little tight in the trigger finger here. Atlantic cities for 10 points. This Senegalese capital is the westernmost city of the African mainland. Mike.
Dakar.
That is correct for 10 points. Loosened up the ligaments at the right point there. 45-36. 2-syllable words. 2-syllable words is our next category. Two cinema. That's the last category which we're not using. 2-syllable words. 2-syllable words. All right. For 2 points. Our 5-day this, a prediction of the future. You'll be sad for... Mike?
Forecast.
Forecast is correct. You'll be sad for 5 days if you don't ring in now. What's the end of that one? 2-syllable words. I see it's another term for student. I see it's another term for student. Petros?
Pupil?
Pupil is correct for 4 points.
I need to reset my buzzer because I buzzed and it didn't show my name.
Interesting, but it still buzzed. That's a good sign.
It's great. So I was a little surprised.
All right. Just give us a test buzz when you're back in. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. Continuing on. 2-syllable words. The Constitution says treason means giving our enemies aid and this. Merlito.
Comfort.
Comfort is correct for 6 points. 2-syllable words. Visible exhalations like steam or an olden medically imprecise depressed condition. Visible exhalations like steam or an olden medically imprecise depressed condition. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Every time I'm on a call with Petros, he gives me the vapors. The vapors. The vapors. 2-syllable words. They're nuts in China and in the US where we grow the Brewster variety. They're nuts in China and in the US where we grow the Brewster variety. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to probably mispronounce this. Lychees or lychees. Lychees. All right. Up next, authors. Authors or auteurs, depending on who you are. Authors for 2 points. All right. He had planned a 10-volume series featuring Mikhail Blomkvist and Lisbeth Salander, but died only completing 3. Mike?
Stieg Larsson.
That is correct for 2 points. Authors for 4 points. This author of a fantasy series set in the land of Westeros was Sam?
That would be George R.R. Martin.
That is correct. Didn't know how far I would get in that one. It said he was a conscientious objector during Vietnam. He was a conscientious... I almost said something improper. Authors, 6 points. Authors for 6 points. English poet Matthew Arnold was the great uncle of this author of Brave New World. Aaron.
Aldous Huxley.
That is correct for 6 points. And back and forth we go. Still a 1-point match. 53-52. Infinite Huddle ahead by 1. Authors. Quoting to start. Quote, the transcendent simplicity and energy of the highest law, end quote, is mentioned in this essay, in his essay, The Oversoul. Quote, the transcendent simplicity and energy of the highest law, end quote, is mentioned in his essay, The Oversoul. S-O-U-L for soul. The Oversoul. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Authors for 5 points. Pale Fire, a reference to moonlight in Timon of Athens, Timon, is the title of a 1962 novel by this Russian-born man. Pale Fire, a reference to moonlight in Timon of Athens, Timon, is the title of a 1962 novel by this Russian-born man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anyone have a guess? I feel like this is Misha,
Nabokov.
you would have been
Nabokov.
correct. You
Nope.
would have been correct.
Yeah.
Nabokov would have been correct.
Nabokov. Yeah. I didn't know it, so I didn't want to
Hey,
get
no,
it. But
no
yeah.
one's judging you. Just want to give you an opportunity to say the answer. I mean, your team might be judging you a little bit, but I'm not. So they're not. They're shaking their heads no. We finish with American Revolutionaries. American Revolutionaries for 2 points. Dr. Joseph Warren, a Massachusetts statesman, was one of the first to die in the war in this June 17th, 1775 battle. Aaron?
Battle of Bunker Hill.
That is correct for 2 points. American Revolutionaries. A Massachusetts governor called this son of a Boston brewer the chief Misha?
Samuel Adams.
That is correct for 4 points. Yes. American Revolutionaries. Sam Adams' bottle is what gashed my finger open a few weeks back. So I have a word to send them soon. Merle, you've done the teardrop thing twice. You're a big fan of that, huh? American Revolutionaries for 6 points. I guess it gets your point across. American Revolutionaries, 6 points. Here we go. In 1776, Silas Deane became our first foreign diplomat when Congress sent him to this nation to procure much needed aid. In 1776, Silas Deane became our first foreign diplomat when Congress sent him to this nation to procure much needed aid. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He perhaps came back with guns and ships. France. France was the answer. American Revolutionaries. Unemployed when the revolution began, he was hired to outfit the frigate Alfred. Unemployed when the revolution began, he was hired to outfit the frigate Alfred. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. John Paul Jones. John Paul Jones was the answer. American Revolutionaries for 10 points. Our last Jeopardy clue. In 1780, he fought the British in skirmishes at Tiercoat Swamp and Georgetown in South Carolina. Mike?
Lawrence?
Say that again.
Lawrence?
Lawrence is incorrect. Minus 10 points there. In 1780, he fought the British in skirmishes at Tiercoat Swamp and Georgetown in South Carolina.
Dude, I don't know.
No
Lawrence
idea.
is my guess because I too have seen Hamilton.
Very good. Very good. Pass or play?
We're gonna pass.
I always guessed
The-
Lafayette.
Wait, what was that?
I said I might have guessed Lafayette, but I have no idea. I have no idea.
Francis
I-
Marion. Francis Marion was the answer.
Yeah.
Francis Marion was the answer. Okay, we go back to pub trivia. And we have 6 points apiece here. We have 10 clues left, 60 points on the board. See Think Destroy leads Infinite Huddle 58-43. A perfect season on the line here. A berth into the finals of 2020 TPT also on the line. We have just a few more to go. All right, let's begin. We begin here. In 1986, who became the first female comic invited to sit down with Johnny Carson after her set on The Tonight Show? Misha.
Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers is incorrect, minus 6 points. Pass it over to Mike and Infinite Huddle. I'll read it one more time. In 1986, who became the first female comic invited to sit down with Johnny Carson after her set on The Tonight Show?
I'm not sure.
No.
Yeah, it's a pass.
Joan Rivers would have been my guess. So we're going to pass this one.
The correct answer, so pass is confirmed. The correct answer, and Misha, Joan Rivers was the first comic to appear on The Tonight Show. The first one to sit down was Ellen DeGeneres. The first to be invited to sit down with Johnny Carson in 1986 was Ellen DeGeneres. Okay, 4 more to go here. Jeff Skunk Baxter, a leading counterterrorism expert in the United States, was also a lead guitarist for what band? Jeff Skunk Baxter, a leading counterterrorism expert in the U.S., was also a lead guitarist for what band? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Doobie Brothers. The Doobie
I
Brothers.
want to have that dude over for dinner. The story.
And you have to wonder which job informed which, right? Like there's definite question marks there. All right. What was the last word of Elizabeth Barrett Browning's poem that begins, "How do I love thee? Let me count the ways"? What was the last word of Elizabeth Barrett Browning's poem that begins, "How do I love thee? Let me count the ways"? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final word was death. The final word of that poem was death. Often standing up to lions and leopards, what mammal holds the Guinness title as, quote, world's most fearless animal? Often standing up to lions and leopards, what mammal holds the Guinness title as world's most fearless animal? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The honey badger don't want none. The honey badger don't want none. Honey badger. Honey badger is the correct answer. All right. One more to go in this set. In pirate lingo, what does it mean to splice the main brace? In pirate lingo, what does it mean to splice the main brace? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Means have a drink. Have a drink.
Who wrote these questions?
They're from the same exact list as every other pub trivia. Just scrolling down the list. All right. Serving, so 5 more to go, 6 points each, 2 answers here. Quote, dying days later, what U.S. president is thought to have contracted cholera from iced milk? Misha.
William Henry Harrison.
That is not the answer I have here. So I will say that is incorrect. I will confirm this one because I did not look it up before. Misha, if you want to take a quick Google, I'll be happy to confirm, but I'm going to pass it over to Infinite Huddle. That's minus 6 points, 46-43 now, possible steal. Dying days later, what U.S. president is thought to have contracted cholera from iced milk and cherries at a July 4th celebration?
I don't know, guys. I don't know if you have any guesses.
What? Iced milk cherries, July 4th.
Nope.
I don't know. I
Pass
say
or play?
pass.
We're gonna pass this one.
Pass. The answer I have here is Zachary Taylor. Zachary Taylor as the answer.
William Henry Harrison was at his inauguration. That's why I was hitting myself on the head. Was like I was expecting inauguration.
Got it. There you go. All right. Continuing on. 4 more to go. Serving as a messenger during the Revolutionary War, who is the only U.S. president to ever be held as a prisoner of war? Serving as a messenger during the Revolutionary War, who is the only U.S. president to be held as a prisoner of war? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson was the answer there. Though he famously sang on 4th of July in nearby Asbury Park, Bruce Springsteen was born in what Jersey Shore town? Though he famously sang on July 4th in nearby Asbury Park, Bruce Springsteen was born in what New Jersey town? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He was born in Long Branch, New Jersey. Long Branch, New Jersey. All right, 2 more to go here. Let's find, I had used those yesterday, so can't use those. All right, here we go. Trial lawyers often refer to the false expectation that a witness will confess under cross-examination as what? Trial lawyers often refer to the false expectation that a witness will confess under cross-examination as what? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perry Mason syndrome. Perry Mason syndrome. And our final question, 46 to 43. It comes down to this for Infinite Huddle, trailing by 3. TV personality Ross Matthews first rose to fame as Ross the Intern on what TV host show? Misha.
Chelsea Handler show.
That is incorrect.
What?
Minus 6 points.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh,
We have to pass.
I will
Yeah, I
ask.
have no idea.
I'm going to
Um,
make sure the make sure. Do you want to pass?
Yeah.
Confirmed pass. The answer here is correct. Ross Matthews appeared as Ross the Intern on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. And with that, the undefeated season stays intact. Infinite Huddle moves on to take on our other undefeated team at a date to be determined in the not too distant future, hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. As TPT will come to a close 2020, 43 to 40, the final score. Infinite Huddle, great job. See Things Destroy. You guys were always awesome. Congratulations on a great run.
Thanks all.
We'll
Good
see you
game,
again next
Good
time.
game.
I'm so sorry, you guys. This was like on me.
Don't be.
I blew it.
All-
I blew it. I'm
all
so
good.
sorry.
All good.